This tutorial discusses the display of drill holes in Encom's Discover 3D module. The next tutorial in the series will examine the display of downhole data on 3D drill holes, including the colour and pattern visualization of geology and the thickness modulation of the drill holes using assay values. 3D drill hole visualization requires a Discover drill hole project to be created and displayed in 2D, as discussed in a previous tutorial. To do this, go to the Drill Holes menu, choose the Project Manager, and from the available projects listed, select the project required and press Open. Then open up the Discover 3D module by going to Discover, Discover 3D menu. From the 3D menu, which is an additional installation to Discover and requires an upgrade license, select the View Drill Holes menu option. In the 3D Drill Hole Wizard dialog, migrate from the available list of drill holes on the left all the holes you would like to visualize in 3D to the selected list on the right. Be aware that you can also select holes graphically within Map Info, for instance by making a selection in the column map window itself, or by using one of Map Info's query tools, or even Discover's Data Utilities Select by Group tool. For instance, if you wish to select RC holes instead of diamond holes, or to select all drill holes drilled on a certain date. Having made a selection of this kind, if you open up the View Drill Holes menu option, the selection made in Map Info will be visualized on the right. Irrespective of your selection method, once you've moved the drill holes required to the right hand side, press the OK button. After an initial loading time, the Discover 3D window will open with the drill holes selected displayed in the 3D window. Some quick ways to change the display of these drill holes in 3D. If you go to the workspace tree on the left and double click on the drill holes branch, you'll open up the drill holes properties dialog. Go to the Appearance tab, the fourth tab to the right, and under thickness, specify the thickness of the drill holes to be displayed in meters. 10 is usually a good starting number, and press the OK button. You should straight away see that your drill holes have now been thickened. Secondly, I would like to see my hole names and hole depths displayed. So I'm going to go back to the Properties dialog by double clicking on drill holes, go to the Symbols tab, the fifth tab along, and enable the bottom label display option and press OK. By default, this will now place the total depth of each drill hole at the base of the drill holes. Now I can customize this very quickly by going back to that same tab again. This time I'm actually going to click on the bottom label button. And you can see at the top, by default, this shows the hole bottom depth as well as the units. What I'm going to do is click at the end of that syntax, press the Enter button to put a carriage return in, and from this little pull down here at the right hand side of available fields, I'm going to populate the next line with the hole name and press OK once, then twice. And I should now have the hole names displayed within Discover 3D. Some other little options available. I can go to the Drill Holes Properties dialog again and enable the Depth Label option, which will place text labels down the drill hole strings. I would recommend winding this number up to be fairly high, because if you have a very high, low depth interval value, the screen will become quite cluttered quite rapidly. So I'm going to set a value of 100 meters. This should be a text label downhole every 100 meters, but you can already see how cluttered that does look. This concludes this tutorial on visualizing drill holes in 3D. The next tutorial examines displaying downhole data on these 3D drill holes. Thank you for listening.